Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about my move from Charleston, South Carolina to Denver, Colorado. It was a big one, that's for sure, to say the least, in a really short amount of time. I've made this move state to state, job to job 4 times in 5 years, which is absolutely insane to me. California to Michigan, Michigan to Texas, Texas to Charleston, South Carolina, then to Denver. But this last one, I'm like, why not vlog it? Why not show all the crazy late nights and early mornings and runs to Lowe's? I can't even tell you how many times I had to go get boxes. But throughout the video, you kind of just see the process that I'm going through. What you don't see though in the video is that I actually didn't even know where I was going. I kept hoping and praying that I was going to Denver, but I hadn't gotten the job offer yet, but I needed to move because my job in South Carolina was up. So I don't find out that I actually go to Denver until halfway through the drive home. So yeah, this whole time I'm packing but have no idea where I'm going. At the end of the video, that's when I'm going to tell you about the horror stories of moving that I have encountered in the last 5 years. And you'll want to stick around for that because let me just tell you something. Learn a lesson from me so you never have to deal with it again. So I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, y'all. So the struggle is real right now. I decided I was going to do a vlog on my moving across the country. What is this? Move number 3. The lighting's like terrible in here, so I'm sorry, and I look like crap, but we're well on our way. Let's just take a look at what we've done so far. There's all the boxes, and now I went to Lowe's. Let me just tell you something. Lowe's, if you go into Home Depot or Lowe's, don't you feel like you're lost? Like people are looking at you like, oh my God, does she know she's in Lowe's? I'm like, yeah, people, I do. I'm looking for a freaking card so I can grab some boxes and then carry them up all by myself. And let me tell you something, it's a real struggle doing everything by yourself. Turn these lights on in here. So that's my struggle right now. I just got back from Lowe's and now I'm going to pack up my bathroom. Let me just give some advice to people out there. Make sure that when you're just living on a day-to-day basis that you buy clear boxes and you really try to organize all your stuff that you have. So all your makeup's already in clear boxes. That way when you do move in this industry, hopefully people don't have to do this all the time, that you just literally place the clear boxes into the box and then wrap it up. But I only did that with one of my rooms. So going forward, now I know what I'm gonna be doing. Anyways, I'll check back in with you guys. Half my apartment is done, and now I'm just gonna work on my bathroom. Another thing, when it comes to buying knickknacks, don't buy knickknacks. It's like the stupidest thing. I am guilty of it. I have more knickknacks than I know what to do with, and now I have a box that literally I'm gonna have to label knickknacks. Okay, I'll see you guys later. So it's day 3 of packing, of a whirlwind. Need to go to Lowe's again. Don't have enough boxes. Let me just show you my progress so far. So as you can see, all of that's packed up. This little corner, my kitchen, all of the drawers, just take a look at this. All of these are clean, which is always the hardest. I have more garbage. All my silverware, knickknacks of like what box does this go into, honestly? More garbage. And then I start throwing all this stuff away. And I'm like, why didn't I throw this stuff away sooner so I wouldn't have all this crap in my house? I am beyond overwhelmed right now. It's ridiculous. And I know people who have moved before like understand the whole struggle. Oh, phone call. Just another person I need to be stressed about. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, y'all. I know I look like shit right now. It is like crunch time with packing. My stepdad's here. Thank God, because I could not have done this myself. So my room looks like this. Looks like a shamble. We need more black garbage bags. It's just like a never-ending process of getting more packing supplies. And let me just tell you something. I don't have that much furniture, but I'm overwhelmed with how much clothes I have. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm exhausted. We just moved my bed. Whatever you do, don't buy a foam mattress because they collapse on you. Y'all, it's been a process. I mean, look what I look like right now. I look like shit. Anywho, okay, so now I'm gonna continue packing. I got more bubble wrap. U-Haul's out there. My stepdad's gonna be driving the U-Haul. I've done it many of times. I went from the top of Michigan all the way down to Texas. And then I've also been through the process of having my stuff shipped. Whatever you do, don't ever do that. That's the worst thing that you could do. It was a horrible experience. That's a whole other video. Here's my stepdad. Toby, I'm vlogging this whole thing. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
This is gonna be a whole process. Toby, we don't know where we're going yet, do we?
No.
No, we don't.
We're gonna drive through Denver and hopefully stop and unpack.
Hopefully. And this is what we're using to move everything. Toby already moved the couch and the love seat without me. But again, don't buy a foam mattress because they collapse on you. That's pretty much our only tip right now. So we're gonna get back to packing. Oh, the best thing also for a tip, thanks to Toby, use little black bags like this, tough bags, to put all your bedding in, all your pillows, so you're not continuously buying more boxes and it's really expensive. So anyways, okay, I'll check in later. I'm finally leaving Charleston today, which is really weird. I'm one of those people who's like in denial the whole time, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh my God. So right now I stayed in a really fancy hotel called the Francis Marion Hotel for my last night in Charleston. It is just like, it's like very bittersweet. Yesterday, I wish I vlogged it, but I didn't. The whole process of putting my car on the back of the U-Haul, I literally am waiting for my stepdad to call me and be like, so listen. But I think everything's gonna go fine. Y'all, I'm like so in denial. It's ridiculous. But let me show you the outside view. It's not back right here, but I'll flip it around. Downtown. I'm actually gonna walk around because my flight's not for a little bit, but super pretty. This is where I've lived for the last 2 years, which I can't even believe, but definitely one of the best experiences of my life. I've made friends here like I've never made friends before. Yeah, it's just really weird. I know I'm talking like in a daze, but I gotta go check out, and then I'm gonna walk around for a little bit, and then I'm gonna Uber. This is just the stuff that I'm leaving with. I even got a workout this morning, which is awesome. But this experience, I'll tell you guys more when I get home and kind of settle in, but yep, it's off to Denver. Off to Denver. I can't believe I've literally moved Michigan, Texas, Charleston, and now Denver in 5 years. This time I'm sticking around for about 3 years, maybe more. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go get ready and then get to walking. Okay, so I made it, obviously. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about that experience about, God, what was it, 2 years ago? I moved from Texas to Charleston. And I decided, okay, when I moved from Michigan to Texas, I packed up all my stuff in a U-Haul. We drove 20 hours to get to Texas, and all my stuff was there. My car was on the back, but it was crazy. And I decided, you know, this time around I'm gonna be less stressed. I'm gonna ship my car. I'm gonna box up all my stuff and ship my stuff. So my car made it there. And I've never heard of any horror stories from people where their cars didn't make it, because it's kind of like, I don't know. You think the car would be the hardest part, but that was the easiest part. I got to Charleston and waited 3.5 weeks for my stuff to arrive. And given I went home 2 weeks before that, so it took a month and a half for my stuff to move when it could have taken 2 days. So the whole moving process is really difficult when it comes to having your stuff shipped, because they go to different locations. So not only do they pick your stuff up, they go to the next stop, pick that person's stuff up, and it's like who's ever along the route first gets their stuff first. So even though you might have gotten all your stuff packed last, you're like, oh, I must be the first one. Nope. You could be the last person, and that was me. But the only thing was that I went through my insurance with this moving company, so everything was insured. That was not the case, because when I got my stuff, all of my boxes were wet. Nearly all of them. I had 20 boxes, and nearly all of the boxes were wet. I would say, and I'm not even joking because I'm a girl, so I spend way too much on clothes, thousands and thousands of dollars were just gone like that because my clothes were wet and the boxes had like seeped into my clothes and stuff was starting to turn orange. It was horrific. I've never cried that much, but you really realize like I'm fine without my stuff. I was devastated because it was all like my work clothes and my nice stuff, and still to this day I'm like, what happened to that? Oh, that's right. It got ruined in my move. But my parents had already gone home, so like I didn't have my stuff. I had to live off of like H&M clothes, and when I finally got my stuff, it was ruined, and I couldn't even get my insurance back because there were so many photos that they would have to go through to itemize everything, because that's what you have to do when anything's ruined. You have to just itemize everything, and it got to a point where I'm just like, what is it? Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get my money back. These people, when you called the phone number back, they wouldn't even answer. It was horrible, and it was just too expensive. Like, it didn't even save me money to do that anyways. So I would just say, suck it up, pack all your own stuff, put all your own stuff in the U-Haul, and then when you get to that place, that's when you can hire a moving company to come and not move your stuff, but literally just take your stuff out of the U-Haul and bring it up to your apartment or your house or whatever, because that's the easiest part. Then you're there with all your stuff and you're seeing it being brought up, but you don't have to do the manual labor. That's what I did this time around. So we packed up the U-Haul. My stepdad was wonderful driving it here, and then we decided to have a mover come and take all of the stuff out and bring it up, because by that time you're just like exhausted from everything. So that's my biggest tip, is do everything yourself. Ship your car if you really want to, but you could put it on the back of a U-Haul, which I did. It made it twice. Hopefully I will never have to do that again, but I just wanted to share this experience with anyone out there who was moving, or kind of how much did you end up spending? A total of probably $4,000 altogether, of boxes, of moving, and that's not even including my plane ticket, because I took a plane ticket. I mean, I took a plane to get to Denver while my stepdad drove, which was really nice again. But yeah, it's expensive to move, and people really don't realize that, and that's why in this industry I tell people, first thing you do when you take that job, you ask for a relocation allowance. They never give you enough. If someone says $1,000, you just have to laugh in their face and be like, are you kidding me? And another tip I would say I want my $3,000, which I got $3,000 location fee, and I've gotten that a couple times. That's like the normal amount. You want your relocation fee, but you don't want it taxed. I've never done that, but I've heard people do that, where you say, I want my relocation fee, but I want it not taxed. Like, I don't want that fee to be taxed, because by that time, it's like $2,000 you're getting, if that. So there's a couple tips for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and there'll be more to come, hopefully not this wacky and crazy, but enjoy and have a great day, everyone.